Okay, I'm just watching the Twitch channel. I want to see this next. Stop it after the video is done. Nice, I got it. Alright, so just go, okay, move that scene, the one that you just made, right click it and move it to the top so it's in the top of your scene list. Just move up, or order, move up. So when you start the broadcast, you're going to be on that, and then once the video is done, you're just going to click over to your iRacing scene, it's going to switch. Okay, Twitch is back offline. That worked perfectly, by the way. No, it won't. You'll click the scenes. Correct. Be highlighted on video when you hit start streaming, and then it'll play that video to start the stream. Once that video is over, just click on your next scene. It won't switch automatically. You click on it, and it'll switch to that scene. You only have the 2 scenes, right? Perfect. So let's test your iRacing window. So hit iRacing window and just preview it and see what you're at. I'll get the overlays up. Awesome, we are good to go. Check this out, you ready? Are you watching your overlay? Yeah. Yeah. No, it just does the top times. I'll show for qualifying, but this is their practice times. So Calvin's leading practice. I want to see if the pictures are nice. Oh, mics didn't work. Oh, because it says Rocket Man shit. Alright, so we gotta delete everyone's, nicknames. Yeah, it fucks up with the overlay. Because it shows their nickname, and therefore their picture doesn't load. Yeah, it's probably too late. It's too late. It'll be switched for next week.
So did I miss a memo, or is just no one using TeamSpeak?
You missed the memo. There's a new TeamSpeak. Someone hook them up with the new TeamSpeak.
Hold on, I'll hop over with you real quick, Josh.
Is there anybody new in here? Mandy's in here. That's it. Oh, Greg. Is Greg new? I have Twitch set up, so it should automatically load over the video to our YouTube. Alright, everybody's nicknames are deleted for next week. Way to take out the code. These are all cycling through for you, right? You see the camera switching?
Yes.
Cool. Important.
Can I get a mic check?
You're good.
Thank you. Just as a heads up, next week I'll be doing away with the nicknames on the league names. It's screwing with my overlay, so yeah, next week it'll just be the names.
Good thing I didn't have one, huh?
Yeah, your picture will show up.
Corey, it's racing.
It's like all professional and shit, man. I just gotta get background music next week.
Alright guys, just gonna have a quick drivers meeting. Thank you for coming out. This is our third to last race. We have 2 more races in the series after this. We got some new drivers this week. Thank you for coming out, everybody. Just gonna go over some quick rules. As always, we're looking for clean racing. You know, let's not get too crazy early on. I know it's not really a problem when we're running with our league members, so Not too worried about it. When exiting the backstretch, just a reminder, please exit exiting the pits, exit on the backstretch, roll 1 and 2 on the shoulder. The leader is to go on the green flag and not on the pace car. Don't jump the start. And when pitting, please try and stay to the right side of the pit lane. Only dump into your pit box 2 boxes before. Just allows everyone to see their pit box. We are going to go live today. This will be the first live race. I didn't give out the address because I just want to test it, but we're going to be live on Twitch, and then YouTube video should go up afterwards. As always, I'll post the results on the website immediately after the race. And that's it. Let's have some fun. Thanks for coming out. We're looking forward to calling the race tonight for you guys.
Hey Mike, what's the Twitch?
www.twitch.tv/NAVSCAR.
Yeah, so once I'm on, shit, I ain't even logged in yet.
Just hit that address, so it'll open it up.
Bam, thank you, sir.
User left your channel.
Amy, you ready, buddy? So he did say he's going to go live on Twitch, or?
User joined your channel.
It should push to YouTube when it's done, yeah. Yeah, that's a 1 lap hot lap right there. How is it?
He's been practicing for like 5 hours a day, he said.
He was practicing a ton today, I noticed. Yeah, you should try and reload your paints before the race starts. No, I don't know. Make sure you're updated. Are you good? Okay, then leave it. I got a bunch of white cars on the track for me, so... Alright, cool. Leave it. Do you want to start the broadcast right in about a minute? We'll get going, and then we can talk further qualifying. I can put the qualifying results up.
So right now it shows offline for me. Is that true on Twitch?
Yeah, it's because we're not broadcasting yet.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I was on the right page here. Yes, it is.
Yeah, make sure you turn the volume down on it so we don't get any feedback from your mic. Turn the volume right down on Twitch.
Hey, give me just a second. I'm gonna have to switch something too.
We're gonna start up in about a minute here.
Okay. wanted to change I changed my the sound of the cars and everything to my loud surround sound, and y'all probably hearing a lot of that, so I cut that back off. So Jamie, I'll try to do this I have a couple guys like where they're actually from. So I'm gonna try to incorporate that as fast as I can. I don't have but a few of them. So, and I know you don't have them. Well, actually, if you look under broadcast.
Even if you just do it during the race, you want to do it during the warm-up lap. It's a quick warm-up. Well, it's not. It's a pretty big track, but
yeah. I mean, we just go through the lineup, and like if I hear you saying it, obviously I'm gonna have my results up here, so I'll know where everybody's starting. So if you say, like right now, Calvin Allison, you know, he's from, I say Sylvia, but I think it's called somewhere else. Myself? Yeah, I can do that.
yeah, okay. All right, I'll let you start up the broadcast.
Hey everybody, welcome to tonight's broadcast. We're at Dover International Speedway, home of the Monster Mile. In the booth tonight we've got Michael Fair, Dustin Phillips, and myself, Jamie Christensen, broadcasting the race this evening. How's it going tonight, fellas? Hey, it's all good on this side of the mic. I'm looking forward to a nice clean race here. With 3 races left to go, it should be interesting.
Yeah, guys, I'm happy again to be back in the booth tonight. Looking forward to this AAA 125, and got a lot of guys that spent a lot of time this week practicing. NAVSCAR race officials. First time at this track this year. Let them get out there and get a little extra practice laps, and you'd see some pretty fast times here as qualifying's starting to wrap up here in just a few.
So we got a lot of fast drivers this evening. I know last week we talked about who we were going to put our money on. I'll go ahead and start first. I'm going to go with Raymond Edge. I know he's done a lot of testing. He was working with Mike Abbott during the week. I think the information that he got from there and from other areas, I think he's going to be fast tonight.
Yeah, I think my money here is Calvin Allison, man. I think he's been putting a lot of practice time down on this track, and we can see his qualifying time is right now top of the board. I think he's going to be pulling away from this pack.
I have to agree with you. Definitely looking at Allison. Talked to him earlier, and the team spent about 5 or 6 hours out on the track today, and said he was working that truck over pretty hard, and he's definitely looking forward to seeing how this is going to work out for him. So, been a couple weeks since he's been with us, so it's good to have him back. Team's just a little bit of financial difficulties, but he's back racing. We're proud to have him back.
Yeah, good deal. And we know while a driver can put down a fast lap, if this stays green, we know that Dover is the kind of track that will eat up those tires. So if it's a long green flag run, I think it's going to be interesting, and I think that's going to play more into maybe those guys, like Raymond Edge or Mr. Consistency, Mike Abbott. So it's definitely going to be good to see how this plays out.
Yeah, you're right. As we take a look, and we got about a minute left in qualifying. Looks at all but Rocket Man. Mike Abbott's took laps here, and right now we got the rundown at Calvin Allison on the pole at the moment. Josh Buckley, Mandy Swainer, Ricky Goodman. That's a nice top 5 start for him so far. It looks like it's going to be. Dale Albright, Jason Garrett, Jeff Fowle, Brent Cowboy Rogers, Corey Wharton. Good to see him back this week. Raymond Edge, Greg Thomas, and Butch Frazier.
And it looks like Mike Abbott grabs that second spot away from Josh Buckley.
Yeah, the two of those guys like to sit down and wait till the last minute. They like to see what the other drivers are going to do, and they always come out with a quick time and give everyone a run for their money late in the qualifying session. And that's it for qualifying. Looks like we're going to be gridding up here.
Yep, they're definitely starting up. I'm pretty excited again just to see the start of the race. I'm hoping that we can stay green for quite a few laps right out of the beginning. But you know what happens when all those trucks are bunched up like that. It's everybody's got to be at the top of their game and give a little. I'm curious, Dustin. I know you did a couple laps here. What about that outside lane? I've seen a lot of drivers look at that inside lane and want to use it and when they're in the corners. And any opportunity, you think, tonight to run a little bit higher of a lane and then get an advantage where everybody else is running low?
Yeah, I'm not sure how much the advantage is. I did see a couple guys work the top, and it just depends, man. Tires are going to be important here again. I think we were running about maybe 30 laps, 40 laps, and tires were starting to fall off pretty decently. So it's just going to be how guys get to take a look and work their tires and just save them. I know running that higher groove, you don't work them as hard. So we'll just have to see how these guys make it. I know I heard a couple of them going to take sit back and ride a little bit. So we'll see who wants to go early and who wants to take back and be very methodical about this. But definitely looking forward to this, man. It's going to be exciting.
Mike, do you think Abbott's going to remember last week and maybe when it comes to pit stops actually go in and get the fresh pair of tires? Or you think we're going to see Mike and others try to, drudge it out and not come in for tires?
If it was any other track, I think we would see some people trying to stay out. But I think tires are going to get used up here. I think we're going to see people taking tires at every opportunity. Well, we're rolling out. Let's see, Dustin. You want to take us through the field here?
Yeah, definitely, guys. Actually, just taking a look here, and don't know if we had some electrical issues with the 28 truck, but it doesn't seem like he's made the start. But as of right now, we have Calvin Allison on the pole. Mike Abbott sitting outside. Going to give him a battle hard there, starting in second. Then followed by Josh Buckley and Mandy Swainer. Ricky Goodman's good to see him up there in his top 5 starting spot. And got Dale Albright rolling off 6th. And then 7th, we have Jason Garrett and Jeff Fowle. Jeff Fowle was telling me he's looking forward to the race tonight, so we'll see how he's always pretty decent, so we're going to see how he rolls off tonight. Then in 9th, we got Brent Cowboy. Looks like he missed it a little bit, but as we're going green.
And Rogers gets loose right from the beginning there. I don't know if Brent missed a shift or he was loose and looked like he got into a couple of the other trucks alongside of him. I don't see any damage on that truck, so I think he's just looking good so far.
Have to get a check on the 28 of Abbott, or 28 of of Allison, and see what the issue was there at the start. That team couldn't get that truck going.
He is on the track now. Looks like he wants a challenge today. Looks like he wants to run through the field.
Josh Buckley up to first right out of the gate. Wonder if he's going to be a one to contend with. We didn't really mention him in the warm up there, but after winning last week's race, I'm sure he's eager to get back to victory lane.
I'm definitely going to have to agree with you, Jamie. You know, Josh is pretty good about anywhere we go, and whatever happened there on that start there, and not having Allison start on the pole definitely helped him move up to that pole position. So we'll see how long the truck lasts, and keep an eye on him as we go here.
Yeah, great run by Mandy Swainer as well, running in third.
Yeah, new league member here. Looking to impress some people tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, she's got the 948 Nationwide Chevrolet Silverado, definitely solidly right there in the top three, so we'll definitely keep an eye on her.
Looks like they're all bunched up here through 6th through 9th. Got some good racing going on.
And it's good to see Pinnacle Racing team there. Ricky Goodman sitting up there in the top 5 here early. Definitely a good qualifying start for him, and definitely have to see how well he'll manage his stuff here and see where he ends up today.
I know Rogers recovered from that loose truck early on. Looks like he's going to try and get past Ricky here.
Now they're not
Yeah,
hugging. Go ahead.
Yeah, Rogers is always he's pretty strong about everywhere we go as well. So I'll definitely look to a little trouble there on the start, but he'll settle in here and get that thing rolling towards the front.
Good to see Corey Wharton there. Glad he didn't sleep in the trailer too long like we've seen in the past.
Yeah, he did grit up on time tonight, so that's always a plus. Looks like we'll see how these guys play out. Raymond and Corey are always fun to watch on the track.
I actually think Raymond's a little bit quicker there. I'm kind of wondering if he's just waiting for the traffic to play out in front of him.
As I look back up front here in the last couple laps, looks like Abbott's closing in on Buckley, so we'll see how this works out. He's definitely closing in on him.
Yeah, the gap is just about half a second to 0.7 seconds. He's definitely on the hunt. You can see they both gapped the field by about 3 seconds.
They're definitely running two different lines, though. It seems like Abbott's just running a little bit higher through the corners.
Let's check out that line of Abbott. We'll go on board and see how he's running here. Oh, you can hear him playing with that throttle. Yeah, the outside wall coming off the 2 definitely can close in tight real quick. So.
Yeah, I had a chance to get in the truck earlier in the week, man, and you definitely have to work the throttle a little bit. definitely off of 2 and off of 4 a little bit just to get that truck to have that right feel. So these guys are going to be, it doesn't look like they're pushing it real hard at the moment, but you know, they're definitely see how long these tires last, because I know it was about a 30 or 40 lap run we were doing in practice. So
yeah, I think the guys know it's a long race, so there's going to be a couple pit stops. There's going to be lots of opportunity to make up time lost on the track. So I think we're going to see people just, you know, get into a groove, try and take care of their tires, and get some laps under their belt here. Got a fight going on back here for 6th place. We got Dale and Corey battling out here. Looks like Dale's going to try and make a move in the next couple laps.
And then there's Raymond Edge right there in the picture too, and Albright gets loose.
Put it up, bounced it off the wall there for a bit, but kept it together, and Raymond just went on by.
yeah, I'm taking a look here. Looks like Dale, like I said, got into the wall there. He's got a little bit of right front damage. We'll have to see how he can hang on to this and bring it to the attention of his pit road crew here shortly.
But Jeff Fowle is right there. Yeah, I think he's looking to capitalize on that mistake there by Albright.
And then battle up front, boys. Abbott takes the lead back over Buckley, so good battle up there.
Man, he's got a bit of a gap already. That happened real quick. I wonder if something happened to Josh there.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a little bit of left front damage. I don't know if left and right front. Looks like a little bit of nose damage. While we were looking back there at the back, we might have missed a little battle they had. Altercation there. Oh, guys, if I went back to a replay here, and it looks like on lap 16, the 944 of Greg Thomas, the lap car, and the 2 got into it, and he sent him up in the wall. So I have to keep an eye on Buckley and see how his trucks feel.
Really?
Yeah, tough break there for Buckley.
Jeff Fowle's really putting that bumper up on Dale here.
Don't look now. It looks like Jason just took over the 3rd spot around Mandy, so he looks to be hunting.
And Calvin Allison is actually making his way through the field. That's a pretty good run for him for starting way in the back.
Yeah, he wasn't. Not only was he not, you know, in the back, he wasn't even close to the field when they came to the green. So he's caught back up and trying to put some cars behind him here.
Yeah, that 28 truck is really fast tonight, so we'll definitely keep an eye on him here.
And correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but Kelvin has ran the fastest lap out of anybody, hasn't he?
Well, let's take a look here. His fast lap was a 24.055. That's definitely definitely pretty quick. Yeah, that is definitely number 1 by a good 2/10.
Hey guys, I was looking back at practice times and qualifying times. He was qualifying. He was a good 4/10 quicker. Practice, he was about a tenth to 2/10 quicker. So truck's definitely looks like it's on rails tonight. It's just gonna see how long it takes him to work his way back through and stay out of trouble. And you'll definitely see that 28 up there at the end, I guarantee you. About you guys, I'm taking a look at Abbott up here, and he's definitely starting to stretch that lead. He's up about 2.5 seconds over Buckley, so a little bit of damage Buckley got into. Abbott's really taking advantage, just setting it on cruise control.
So I know we're running the fixed series here, but how much goes into setting these trucks up, not only from maybe a steering ratio to just a lot of these guys are using Logitech wheels, Thrustmaster wheels as their steering wheel. How much do you think goes into getting it set up before the race to make sure you're running optimally?
Just from talking to a few of the guys, man, and I know myself, a lot of the steering ratios, NAVSCAR race officials actually let you do a little bit of work on the steering boxes on these things, and they allow them to set them at different ratios depending on driving style. And I know just talking to the 82, he runs a pretty high steering ratio, and that seems to help the tires not work as hard. So he feels comfortable in it, and that's why we usually see him run really well. And I think a lot of the lower guys, guys that don't run so well or don't run so hot for a long run, is they have a little bit lower ratio, and that'll burn the tires up a little quick.
Yeah, it's amazing how different you can make these fixed setup trucks handle just by changing your settings on your wheel.
So during practice, we were seeing about 39 laps to a tank here, and as we're coming around to lap 30, we should be seeing green flag pit stops here within 10 at least.
Be interesting to see who comes down first. Like if you're far back in the pack here, are you gonna jump in and get some tires and try and get some stuff so you can come back and make some time up? I think the farther back you are, the earlier you want to come in, depending on your window.
Yeah, I'm always torn when it comes to that. I've taken that strategy myself, and it sometimes it puts me a lap down, and then I feel like I'm playing catch up, and I feel more in sync when I go in when the leader does, but I'm no better than when I came in. So yeah, it's a strategy, and it all depends on how it plays out. And if we have a caution during that time, you roll the dice. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out with these guys.
Joined your channel.
Yeah, guys, I was just getting over there on the radio channel and was talking to a couple high rev guys, and I definitely think about 39 laps is going to be the fuel window here. Allison thinks even though he's been pushing it pretty hard, he might be able to go 40. So unless we get a caution, we'll probably be coming down here in about 2 to 3 laps, or about 6 to 7 laps. So we'll have to take a look and see how that works out for these guys. And another thing, everybody I talked to, thinking 4 tires. They said there's a lot of tires are working hard tonight, so a little bit of chattering going on. So we'll see green flag pit stops here shortly.
It's like Calvin's just looking to get around his teammate Corey here. See if he can put it down cleanly. Is Corey going to move up and let him by? Yeah, looks like he does.
Yeah, talking to Calvin over the radio, he really feels good about the truck tonight. So obviously it's looking well. But definitely taking 4 tires here. Trucks are really working them over pretty well. So we'll have to see how pit stops cycle through. And that's another thing we ain't talked about tonight, guys. Is pit road entry here at Dover is really, really tough. And we'll have to see how these guys end up coming through, and hopefully no penalties, but we'll have to see how this plays here in just a few.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Dustin. 35 miles an hour pit road speed. So it is going to be really interesting seeing these guys get on the pit road.
And I hate to say it, but I don't want to see it, but I heard the guys talk. Been practicing all week, but still having trouble getting on the pit road. So we'll have to see. Hopefully not many speeding penalties, but we'll definitely keep an eye on a couple of these trucks here.
Looks like Jason got a little bit loose there and used that opportunity to come down pit road. He's the first one that is coming in for tires. Let's see what he takes. I have a feeling he's gonna start them all off. We're gonna see them all come down here now.
Yeah, just coming into pit road, he's already looks like almost a lap down.
Yeah, it's like they're crawling. Eh? That 35-mile-an-hour speed limit is one of the slowest ones on the series here.
Yes, it's been the talk of this week is pit road, and it's definitely one of the slowest places as far as being a fast track, but having to come off and time your pit entry just right without speeding, but getting all you can. It's going to be pretty tough. We'll see how these guys handle it tonight.
I only saw Jason take right sides there. See how that plays out. Maybe I just missed it, but it was a 14-second stop, but I only saw the right side of the truck go up.
Yeah, I'm thinking everybody's going to take 4, especially the ones I talked to. Is now we see Abbott dropping down to take his time here.
Yeah, Mike's coming in now.
Could give the lead to Rogers there with Allison all over the back end of him, and that's a story we need to talk about. Is Allison working his way up? He's already up to second here, cycling through pit stops and giving Rogers all he can.
Yeah, I don't think Rogers can stay out there too much longer.
Oh, here they both come in.
Oh, they wreck. You called it, Dustin. It's dangerous getting in there and trying to come down from the speed that you were at.
Yeah, it looked like Rogers locked him up a little bit. That's the tough break there. Collected a 28 and almost a 38 there. High rev teammates getting into each other. We'll see how that cycles through.
This could be a game changer right here. Wonder if they were able to not get any flags coming in. I think the 8 was probably speeding.
Yeah, Foul let him a lap or so there, and he's coming on down pit road to the attention of his pit.
Now, I got Jeff File as being our leader. Has he come in for tires?
He's sitting on pit road right now, so he'll cycle back. Looks like Butch Frazier, yeah, he's coming in as well. So that's the field has now cycled through, and Mike is back out front.
Yeah, with a 4-second lead over Buckley.
Buckley closed it up a little bit. Rocket Man had about a 4-second before he headed down pit road. So good job by Buckley to get back out there. And I'll tell you, Calvin Allison's closing, boys. He's only 8 seconds back. So we'll have to see how this works out for him. That boy's got that truck hooked up, and he's coming.
Yeah, it could have been much worse considering what happened on the pit road there.
Yeah, I tell you what, a tough break there, but he's so fast on the track, man. I have to tell you that even with the damage he took right there, Drew got him in and out pretty quick, and he's coming. He picked up about 3/10 that last lap on Abbott.
Yeah, and he's only got 3 seconds till he gets to Buckley, so yeah, he is moving.
Right there you can see the gap between first and second is quite large, just about 4 seconds. Josh has got a couple lap cars between him and first place. He's going to have to make a round, and the way Mike's driving, it's going to be tough to catch him. But we still got a lot of race left here.
With 24,
Yeah, just checking out the 948. Sorry about that, Jamie. She's still solidly up in the top 5. She's only 9 seconds back. Really solid night so far for her.
yeah, I was hearing some of the drivers talking earlier. You know, with the 24-degree banking here at Dover, it's almost misleading driving around the track, thinking you got so much banking and you can really use that to your advantage, but it just goes through the tires so fast.
Yeah, and another thing, Jamie, is you know, a lot of tracks we run on aren't this type of concrete. You know, we run more on an asphalt surface, and it's concrete, man. It'll definitely give you a little ride. Definitely been fun this week. Got, like I said, got some seat time in there, and it's fun to run around this concrete monster, as they call it. So these guys have definitely got their hands full and doing a great job at it tonight.
It sounds like these guys are struggling a little bit, just playing with that throttle. I know, Mike, you've mentioned it earlier, but you just hear it really consistently here with Rogers.
Yeah, I think there's a fine line between, you know, rolling the corner and coming back a little bit too hard. You can tell when they come back too hard, they're immediately off and feathering it. It's easy to tell, you know, when you're coming off that corner if you're going to put it into the wall. So you'll find guys really back it off pretty quickly when they know they're going to hit that wall. You can see there he arced the turn pretty well and almost got through the entire second half of that corner on the throttle. This could get interesting.
Yeah, as I'm taking a look up front, is Abbott's working through some lap traffic here. Buckley's caught him about a half second, and Calvin's catching Buckley. So here, if we stay green there for a while, it's going to be fun to see him work through lap traffic.
Looks like Mandy's got her hands full there with Rogers behind her.
Yeah, she pulls over and lets him go there.
Yeah, that was her position. That was nice of her. I'm sure we'll see her back up and fighting Rogers in a couple laps. Calvin's still closing that gap though. He's just about a second and a half back from Buckley. It's dropping pretty quick.
Buckley's here right on the back bumper of Raymond Edge, which we hadn't talked much about tonight. You know, just that lap traffic is just going to be how you can work through it, and you catch him at the right point or not. And I know, like I said, Raymond races hard, so he's probably might give him a little bit of room here, but he's going to make him work for it.
You just watch that with that interval time on that battle for second overlay. It's just dropping pretty quick there. He's down to half a second.
Now, wouldn't you agree, guys, that when you've got a car in front of you and you're trying to make your way through the field like that, you want to get aggressive to get up to them and pass them, but at the same time you can't lose control either. So what do you think's going through Calvin's mind right now as he's got Buckley just right in front of him like that?
Well, I know if I'm sitting there, man, I'm looking at him, and I know that he's got lap traffic. I got to pass the same guy, so I might be going to school a little bit and seeing what kind of moves Buckley might be doing, and just relaxing and taking my time and not overdriving my truck and just working my way. Seems like his truck's faster right now anyway, so you know, I'm just gonna sit back and ride and just pick these guys off as they come to me.
And I think you know, you're sitting in a car, you can see those lap cars up there. You know that the guy in front of you has to get around them, and you know that's a good feeling to you, because you know you're gonna gap that car in front of you when he's working his way around. You just hope that he has a problem passing him and you can just drive right by him. That's what you hope. But looks like right here he's going to get boxed in. Yeah, you see how he has to let off there. It's tough when you got two cars in front of you. He's going to try and oh man, that's crazy racing right there.
Yeah, Allison definitely had to get up on the wheel there. He's going to try to go 3 wide and decided better of it, but like he's going to get by both of them here and not lose too much time.
Well, I guarantee you get a little frustrated when you got two cars lined up, two in front of you like that.
That is for sure.
And just with that little, you know, frustration there, Buckley's opened up you know, half a second gap again there. So, well, yeah, he's gonna be on real quick.
Allison's got a clear line to him now. I think he's gonna reel him in and see what happens here. Two very fast trucks though. So
I was gonna say, and you know how we were talking about how fast Josh Buckley was the other night. That's what comes to mind when I'm looking at Calvin Allison. He is, you can just tell that truck is fast.
Yeah, the Hybrid Motorsports have definitely put a pretty good setup under his truck tonight, and it's he's just rolling with it.
I'll tell you though, you can see right there. Well, he did let him by. I didn't think he was going to let him by that easy. I think Josh wanted to come down. He wanted to come down and thought better of it. He knew if he did, he'd probably wrap the truck around the front of Calvin. So, yeah, just drifted up a little bit and let him on by.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a veteran move there. He knows it's still a little early, and Calvin's faster, so no need to try to race him that hard.
Now it's going to be interesting. Now we're going to see how Calvin can close the gap to Mike. He's got about six second gap, and it is closing. He's definitely the fastest truck on the track right now.
I was just looking at the times that last lap. Allison was 3/10 quicker than Abbott with a 6:44 to Abbott's 6:09. So definitely making that time up there. So maybe won't burn his tires off too much. We'll see. We'll see if we get a late caution here. This thing could definitely turn around.
You know, I had picked Raymond Edge right from the beginning. He looks like he really needs a caution being 2 laps down.
Yeah, I was looking at points a little bit earlier today, and we had Mike Abbott in the lead at 366, and Raymond back here in third at 361 with old Jamie here in the booth tonight. He's gonna think this is a drop race, and definitely Raymond and Brent were his closest challengers, and with Raymond having a little bit of an off night, we'll have to see how the points shake out after this. But the way Abbott's running tonight, Allison ain't caught him yet, but looks like it only might be a matter of time once these tires start to wear.
Yeah, hopefully Rogers can capitalize on that. You know, Rogers had to miss a race and dropped a race, and so he fell back a little bit in the points, but hopefully he can use tonight and get back up there.
Yeah, I was looking, we got Allison about 6 seconds back Abbott now, and at least that last lap it was 23.853 by Allison, and you know, that's right about what Rocket Man's at, so maybe not gaining it as much as he was there earlier. Tires starting to fall off.
I think Abbott's watching that 973 in front of him. He's been awfully loose coming out of 4 into the wall that last time around. This time it looks like he took it a little bit better, but I'm sure Abbott wants to get by Jason as quick as he can.
Yeah, and just to mention, man, we right now only have 6 cars on the lead lap with the pace that Abbott's put on them tonight. So, and jeopardy of putting the number 6 guy down here in just a lap or two. So, really nice pace. I thought these boys might be riding a little bit, but they are they're doing a pretty good job of keeping that speed going.
Yeah, and the next one in front of them is Mandy. And so she's got to be thinking caution or needing to find speed in that truck of hers.
Yeah, but a very good top 5 run for her so far tonight.
Oh, they get into it.
Wow. Mike did a good job saving that.
Abbott
I
into
think that-
Garrett. No caution.
You can see looking at the replay, yep, he just, 973 didn't give him enough room there.
Good look, we got the 948 of Mandy Swanner. She's going to be the first one to make it down pit road here. I'm sure it's going to be four tires and fuel as she brings it down to the nationwide Silver Road pit crew.
Looks like Calvin got a couple seconds there. I believe he was 6 seconds back. He's four seconds back now.
User left your channel.
Yeah, I think Mike actually, with that incident there, I think he's lucky the pace car or the caution didn't come out. He still maintains a 4-second gap over second place.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. I'm not seeing too much damage on his truck, though, are you?
User joined your channel.
Yeah, guys, just checking in on the high rev team. On Abbott, he felt like that lap car pinched him down just a little bit, and said he's all right though. He's gonna pit here in a few and get him 4 fresh Goodyears and some fuel, and keep on getting it at all but three cars on the lead lap now.
Yeah, we're seeing a little bit of damage on that right front quarter panel there. It's a little wrinkled up, and see it on the hood. Doesn't seem to be impacting the truck too much, so.
Yeah, we're about halfway through cycling those second stops. It's interesting. It's just going to put them outside the window, so we're going to see another stop. Oh, man, barely made it in there.
Nice job by Abbott.
And Calvin goes around. He's going to stay out and lead a lap.
I'm curious.
Yeah, I was mentioning earlier, Allison's can stretch it about another lap or two on these guys. They're that late start, kind of helping him out with that. So it's where he really takes advantage. I'd like to see when we cycle back through this time if Abbott's going to be able to, with no mishap on pit road for Allison or Brent this time, if it's going to cycle back around in their favor.
Now, I'm pretty sure Mike doesn't want to see a caution here.
Yeah, these guys are putting on a blistering pace. There's only 3 cars on the lead lap at the moment. We'll have to see.
I think we've seen a couple of the trucks get into each other a little bit out of turn 4, but looks like they got it sorted out.
So as I was saying before, Mike almost put it in the pit wall there. This is just outside of a fuel window. They're not going to be able to go the whole race here without pitting again. I wonder if we're going to see people just come in and top up early in the run. Are they going to stretch it all the way to the end, hoping for a caution, maybe come in top up under caution? But they're about, in my calculations, they're about, what are they, about 3-4 laps short of the finish?
That's a good point, Mike. We'll definitely have to go down on pit road and check with those guys and kind of see what maybe their strategy is for this last run, if they're going to hold it out and hope for a caution, or just that is very interesting. Good point there.
Well, and we still haven't seen everybody cycle yet either. Maybe we see Jeff, stay out and try and stretch to that window. We could see fuel strategy in this race.
So with that being said, if you're running 4th or 5th, do you come in a little bit early? Top it off and take right sides and get back out there, or?
See, part of me would want to, but I think that, you know, if you come in early and a caution comes out, well, then everybody else comes in and you jump the line. If you can come in and stay on the lead lap way, you can't do that though. So it's a tough call, man. That's a tough call. I think I'd probably wait till the last minute and then come in just for a quick splash at the end of the race. No tires. Just give me a couple gallons and let me be on my way. Here we have Jeff coming in with about 40 laps. What did we say the pit window was at the beginning of the race?
It was right around that 39 is what I was gathering from the drivers that I was speaking with.
I think Jeff is, I think he's going to gamble here. I think he's going to try and go to the end. But will it be enough? We'll see.
User joined your channel.
Yeah, Jamie and Mike, I just went down on pit road and was talking to a couple of high rev guys, and it's a possibility, depending on cautions, they may short pit here, but wanted to give a little plug to Corey Wharton. You know, he's had a fast truck all night. He's a lap down at the moment, but don't know if we realized this earlier, but he got a speeding penalty, and that's why he's not up as far as he thinks he would. He's got a fast truck, but he's hoping maybe we get a caution late. It's going to help him get back up there.
Are we able to check back in on Abbott? I know he's got the 973 back in front of him again. Looks like he's trying to get underneath him. I was wondering, with both drivers probably having real good memories, they remember how the last time went. So looks like Mike was able to get by him.
Yeah, Mike, he was very cool and collected when I talked to him just a few minutes ago. You know, that's just a veteran in him. That he got pinched a little bit, but he's fine, and brought it to the attention of the pit crew, and then them boys worked on it a little bit and put some tape on right front. He seems to say, you know, the truck hadn't gone away from him, so good break for him, I guess, and we just have to continue to keep an eye on him and hope them boys continue with high rev. Definitely got their trucks running well tonight.
Yeah, we continue to see trucks get into the wall out of 2 and 4 there. Looked like Dale Albright, I believe, or got into the wall again.
You're right. Yeah, I don't know how they those drivers kept a hold of that truck. That was a sure caution, but they all collected it, and they're still driving.
Yeah, just taking a look here at Brent Cowboy Rogers. He's definitely got his hands full right here with Ricky Goodman and old Butch Frazier there, and the 72.
Yeah, Raymond Edge looking on the outside.
We got to mention that Raymond Edge and Ricky Goodman and Butch Frazier, they're all couple to 3 laps down.
Oh, Edge gets into Rogers there.
Take a look back up front. We got the 82, and Allison seems to be closing in. He's got it down to 2.1. Got a few. Mike's got a few cars, lap cars, in between him and Allison. So see how Allison works through those two and continue to close in as he's cut it down under 2 seconds this lap.
Like you were talking about earlier there, Mike, just rolling through that corner. I don't hear Allison feathering that throttle as much as, say, Rogers when we checked in with him.
He's more consistent. I don't think he's coming back as full. He's not hard on, hard off. You can hear him kind of coming back at about 50% throttle and working the truck off the corner a little bit smoother. And the truck likes that, The sudden throttle changes can really upset that truck.
Yeah, definitely a good point. As we see Abbott, he's short pitting here. We talked about that earlier as being a possibility. He's on pit road now, coming to the attention. Didn't talk to him. Probably going to be a 4-tire stop. Might be 2. and see how this goes. But there was a lot of talking of short pitting, and
I
here
don't know,
it
it'd
is.
be very interesting to see what he does. I think he's just going to fill the tank and go.
I think so too. He was able to hold off Allison, or at least keep that 4-second gap on him with old tires. So
Yeah, it's just going to be funny to see here. Don't look like we having an option for a caution night. Everybody's been clean, but you get that late caution, it's going to be definitely a decision here to make.
Looks like he took 2 tires, just enough of the tank, and get back on the track.
but that drops him down to 5th right now. So
Yeah, you know, the worst scenario right now is someone loses it on the track and we get a caution, and that traps them a lap down with Brent Rogers and Corey. You know, right now we've only got 2 cars on the lead lap. The 2 of Josh Buckley and the 28 of Calvin Allison.
As Calvin, we got to see him working right there at the 973, the Caterpillar machine of Jason Garrett. Jason looks like he's going to oblige to him this time and let him go, so that was a pretty good heads-up move there.
pretty sure Buckley headed in. Calvin Allison is the only one on the lead lap right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you are correct.
If I'm Calvin Allison right now, man, I'm riding, I'm deciding he's already got a lap or 2 on these guys as far as fuel. I might be thinking about trying to save just a little bit. You're pretty fast. Ain't got an issue of guys really chasing you down that hard. He might be able to make it the whole way if he saved just enough.
I don't think he's. I think the only truck that can go the entire distance and it's close is Jeff Bile.
And you might be true. Him being 2 laps down, it kind of puts him behind the 8 ball, but that would be nice to see if we did go green this whole way.
Yeah, considering he's already behind Mike and Mike has come in for his last pit stop, it wouldn't matter so much. But he might be able to gain a couple positions if he can go the entire distance.
As I'm looking, you know, right now Calvin on them older tires is running a 23.6 and Mike just ran a 23.7. So, you know, even with the tires wearing off like that with Allison, he's still been able to keep that truck underneath him pretty good.
Yeah, I'm with you, Dustin. If I'm Calvin Allison, I might want to just back off it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely
Caution.
caution out.
Caution is out. That's interesting.
Now, guys, I'm gonna sit here and take a gamble. Ooh, as the 4 comes right across the front of the nose of 28. Guys, just thinking here, if I'm Calvin Allison, do I have enough to save here under caution, or am I going to come and I got a fast truck, give me some fresh tires, and he's known this is the first time he'll be able to be close to the leaders if he pits, even if everybody don't, and I think he's got enough of a truck to get by him anyway, so it's going to be good to see these decisions.
Well, I think he comes in and
User left
pits.
your channel.
He comes in and pits. Everyone stays out.
Yeah,
and
here
everyone
he
gets
comes.
the rave arounds and back on the lead lap. So should be interesting.
Yeah, he's coming in, and if I was him, I'd take 4.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, Abbott is running only on right sides only, and he's already put quite a few laps on those
User
already.
joined your
So.
channel.
Yeah, just talking to the 28 as he's coming down pit road, he's going to get him enough fuel here and a couple tires, and he feels like he's going to be in the catbird seat. So we'll have to see how this shakes out. But definitely in a good position here. You know, being able to do it about what he wants to, because everybody else is pretty much a lap down, and see
Yeah.
who gets the lucky dog here.
I think everyone's going to get the wave around. Obviously, he's going to start. He should start the front, with 4 fresh tires with 19 to go. So it should be looking pretty good for him right now.
And I don't know if you guys noticed, but he actually had damage, so I believe he's used up his quick repairs for this evening, so...
That'd definitely be something to keep an eye on.
I don't think he got into the 4, but he definitely had damage.
Looks like he got it cleaned up, though, in his quick repair. That truck looks pretty good at this point.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
We got some
Could
other
have been a
cars
break
coming
for a
down.
couple other guys, though. Definitely getting a chance to get them some 4 fresh Goodyears and maybe gain a few spots from where that cycling a green flag there might have hurt them a little bit.
The only problem is if they were a lap down and they came in, that puts them behind the leader, and that's going to trap them a lap down, so they won't be able to get that wave around.
Exactly.
But as you can see, Mike is he's in front of Calvin there, so...
Yeah, Abbott's going to be in a good spot here. He stopped a few laps ago. He's definitely got enough to get to the end, and he's probably going to pick up at least one spot if he can, depending on how Rogers is on his last run. He's got 4 fresh ones.
Well, you know what they say, cautions breed caution, so it's going to be an interesting restart.
And again, boys, we hadn't talked much about Jeff Fowl tonight, but he came down pit road there. I don't know if he's going to be trapped a lap down behind, but he's the first car 1 lap down, and he's up in the top 5, so decent run for him.
Now, I noticed Corey Wharton is in 3rd now.
Yeah, I was talking to Corey earlier, and he had a speeding penalty earlier in the race, and he's been, recovering pretty well from it. Now him being on the lead lap, here he should get the wave around. Definitely going to be something to watch.
I am guessing this is not our last caution. Was there some trucks getting into each other there? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, it looks like... No.
I believe we just seen Corey Wharton take the wave around there. Lights are off on the pace car, so we're getting ready. Pace car's in. And Allison is going to take him to the green here. Oh, we got our truck around. Not sure if that was Mandy or Ricky that looked like they were having some troubles on that restart. Looks like they got it collected and are able to keep going.
Yeah, I think Ricky Goodman had a little trouble there. He looked like he ducked down pit road. Probably not intentional, but just to save it.
Ooh, Raymond Edge looked like he got into the wall there.
He's definitely got a little bit of right front damage there. You see Buckley got one of his laps back here, but Calvin's going to come back on him pretty strong here. Buckley in the wall there.
With looks like Calvin Allison's got about a 3-second lead over Mike Abbott.
Abbott's got a few trucks that a lap down here in front of him. He'll have to go through to get to Allison. So
Now, did Abbott come in for tires or anything, or is he still running those old right sides?
he's still running the. He took 2 tires earlier, about guys, I want to say about 10 to 12 laps before. Might have been a little less than that on the short pit, and caution came out, and he's definitely got a little bit older tires. But like I said, those 2 were about even earlier, so let's see how this shakes out.
Yeah, I think with 10 to go, Calvin's been the fastest truck all night, and he's got 4 fresh tires. He's going to be hard to beat.
We've got some battling going on there. Right behind him, though.
Yeah, Mike's trying to make his way around some lap cars here.
As we're going to see how that works out for him. Rogers is not too far back there. He's about 1.7 back, but if he picks up any here from being around them lap cars.
It's not helping Mike at all being in that traffic.
Nope, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're right, Jamie. We have to think about earlier in the race here about the 973 pinching 82 down. We'll have to see if he'll let him go a little easier this time.
And it doesn't look like the 973 is just going to give him that position either. Last time around, Jason seemed to get a little loose coming out of the corner. Let's see how he does this time.
Yeah, you can see that car's pushing a little loose. Mike does make up some time on exit here. But he backs off pretty quick. He knows it's not going to be an easy pass, and he's got 2 other trucks in front of him, then the leader. With 5 laps to go, I think he realizes there's not much chance.
And Calvin extending that lead to about 3.5 seconds now.
This is going to be a replay of it. There you go. A little bit more room that time, Bobby.
Just looking at the times, it's plateaued off at about 3 seconds gap between the 28 and 82, but even through traffic there, Mike still not letting Calvin get too far away from him.
2 to go this time by.
Yeah, Calvin Allison, he's going to sit here and hit his marks, and his crew chief's probably telling him right now, just, hey, man, you got 2 to go. Have some clean corners. He's been strong all night. Got a 3-second lead. Feeling pretty happy about himself, I'm sure.
Final lap, white flag. Strong truck all night. Impressive run by Calvin.
And there's the checkered.
I do have to say that congratulations to the 28 Calvin Allison. We'll get a word with him here in a few, but just looking at high rev, the 28 of Calvin Allison, Mike Abbott in 82, the 8 of Brent Rodgers, and the 38 of Corey Wharton is definitely got them trucks hooked up tonight, and they all finished on the lead lap. So good job by high rev.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. When your team finishes 1, 2, 3, 4, you know you got everything clicking.
Yeah, that's saying something.
And the celebration begins as he's burning them down here.
Yeah, those guys are making a big statement tonight, putting those other guys on notice.
Let's see if we can pull in Cowboy here for a third place conversation.
Okay, where's Mikey? Where's Mike Rocketman?
Hi, Brent Rogers. We got you up in the booth for a little bit of interview. Third place finish. Strong showing for your team today. What do you got to say about it?
Yeah, it's Team iRacing Motorsports Chevrolet. Definitely, all 4 of us were looking good. Congratulations to Calvin in his win there. I don't think we had anything for him, but we had definitely a good showing here tonight, and glad for that.
Yeah, I must say it was impressive. I think that that final caution did throw a little bit of a wrench into the running order there, but you guys definitely finished on top. Good race, good race.
Yeah, thank you. I think we'd rather be lucky than good any day there. Yeah, that got caught for that speeding on pit road there, and kind of got lucky there with that late caution there, and guys getting caught in the pits, and worked out in our favor. But we'll take that, and any way we can get them. And again, congratulations to Corey and Hybrid Motorsports.
Let's see if we can get Mike in here, second place finisher. See if he has anything to say.
User was moved to your channel.
You guys are burning it up pretty good there on that front stretch there, Mike. What do you think about that second place finish?
Wasn't too bad. I was hoping for the win. I think I could have got the win, but that caution there after I had pitted kind of put me behind, and having the lap cars to beat to get up to Calvin, it was kind of making it hard for me, but I'll take the second place any day.
Yeah, we're just saying you guys are all strong, all 4 trucks finishing 1, 2, 3, 4. You got to be proud of it.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I would have, like I said, I would have liked to have gotten this Autism Speaks Silverado in the victory lane, but it's nice to see a teammate in there too.
Coming on to pit road in Talladega.
Corey, you guys are just on fire tonight, wouldn't you say?
User was moved to your channel.
it's
Oh, somebody moved me. Oh.
it's interesting when the team gets together and we all sit down and say, this is what we're gonna do. And I look at them and I say, hey, Mikey's got the calculator and Brent's got the magic formula for making gas. And he said, okay, got caught speeding, do this. And that's why we did this. And we ended up with a 1, 2, 3, 4. So I leave the crazy science for the crazy scientists, Brent, Mike, and Calvin. Well, Calvin just breaks physics, so they don't even worry about him.
Calvin, can you tell me what was going through your head? Everyone else comes in short pits, right, fills up the tank to get to the end of the race, and you are staying out there, and the caution comes out. Like, that had to have been the best situation for you.
Yeah, I told Mike when we was discussing it, what he was going to do, and I seen him just pit maybe 10 laps into the run, and I told him I was just going to go till I couldn't go no more. And I had mine set up just to take maybe a gallon and a half of fuel and no tires just to get me to the end.
Can you explain why you started from the pits? Were you just looking for a challenge to come out and drive through the field tonight?
Well, I noticed I qualified, I think, 4/10 faster than second place. It might have been not that much, but who knows. And I was just sleeping, talking to my crew chief. And then next thing I know, here comes the pace car, and I didn't even go.
Seems to be a consistent theme there amongst you and your teammates of sleeping in. So,
yeah, I told them to try it.
They wanted me to do something impressive tonight, and I hope I lived up to High Rev Motorsports for them.
Well, it was definitely an entertaining race, and I think you guys did a great job. Congratulations, for that team finish 1 through 4. You don't see that very often, and you guys should be proud of that.
Thanks, guys.
Well, thanks for joining us this evening. Catch us next week at Auto Club. We'll be at the Auto Club Speedway, and with more racing highlights. So check us out then. Till next time.
Oh, I was on the same venue.
That was impressive.
God, that's the hardest I've ever drove on this, except when I got pissed at
I was going to make it on fuel.
Oh, was you?
I was going to make it. I had one more tenth to make up, and I would have made it, and that's it.
Oh, really?
Yep, same.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. I would have been coasting across the line at the end of it.
I was easy on the gas, and I was just judging how Raymond would catch up to me if he's starting to get up a little bit closer. Then on the straightaways, I was about 3/4 of the way gas down on the straightaways. And I made up a lot of laps that way.
I was just shitting it and getting it.
Yeah, I know you were. Well, I knew everybody was going to have to pit, and I was going to make it. I was going to make it.
That'd have been great too.
Yeah,
well, I was going to say that would have still worked out where we would have finished 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I know.
Yeah.
So technically, no matter what we did,
yeah, that was good.
Oh, that's awesome.
It'd have been nice if iRacing would have, put the lead lap cars where they belonged instead of.
Yeah, I know. Spacing us out like that.
Yeah, that was
stupid.
Weird.
Yeah.
Well, guys, that's how I've noticed that's happened. That happened to me the other night in another league race. Is with guys putting so many guys lap down like y'all are just so fast that depending on the caution, Mike and them stayed out. Obviously, they got to wave around. If you pit early, as soon as the pit's open, you're still going to be that lap down because you're going to be caught behind the leader. So
right.
If you stay out and you're ahead of the leader, you're going to get the wave around. And a lot of guys don't realize that. So.
Yeah, I think Josh, was expecting a wave around, but he pitted, so everybody who was in front of the lap, in front of the leader, should have been waved around, and that's where the problem was with Mandy. Mandy didn't get waved around for some reason, so I waved her around. But everybody else who was behind the leader is legit behind the leader. It didn't sort it out very well, though. Piece of shit.
Yeah.
The organization.
I just don't think it can keep up like that much because it doesn't expect that many people to get lapped in a race.
Yeah, because who's there in front of us? Garrett and Raymond Edge, and I think Buckley
and Frazier.
Yeah,
those guys should have been behind all the lead lap cars, which would have been the 4 of us.
What we were going to do, and we'll probably talk more about this as we go, but those a lot of times. Not just a wave around, but either an EOL, because they don't need to be up with the leaders like that. And I wanted to do that. We just didn't have enough time. So
Yeah, well, hey, that's pretty much. I'm 100% for that because literally, just like Mikey said, like I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, so Cowboy's technically behind me, Mikey's technically in front of me, and I got 4 other cars between me and Calvin, but there's only 4 of us on the lead lap.
The
Scratch
problem
ahead,
is
scratch
I
ahead.
didn't want to keep delaying the start. We only had like 9 laps to go, and for me to sit there and do a broadcast and switch cameras and figure out the end of line penalty, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
no,
still,
hey, no, at the
that
end of
went
the day,
green
you
for
did
a
a
long
great
ways,
job.
though. That was a
Yeah.
good race. Good,
Yeah.
clean race.
Well, I gotta go play softball, guys, but I'll be back on in like an hour.
That sounds good.
All right, go beat their ass, son.
I'm gonna
All
try
right, go
to.
get him, jacking her down.
I'll talk to y'all later a while.
User
Alright,
disconnected
sounds
from your
good.
channel.
All right, let's all move into like the channel with everybody else here.
User left your channel.
Wow. Okay, Trading Paints just updated.
User left your
And it-
channel. User was moved out of your channel. User left your channel.
Jamie, good broadcast,
User
everybody.
was moved out of your channel.
Still there, Jamie?
Yep, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was using my other one, so had some initial difficulties. We've got to get that TeamSpeak notification thing figured out.
Turned off, yeah.
Because I actually turned it off during the middle of the race and it was still coming on, so I'm not sure if it was mine or somebody else's. And I'm still not seeing under NAVSCAR, under Twitch, under past broadcasts, which I know with red light, they show up immediately after they stop broadcasting or stop streaming, that you can see the past broadcast and watch it. Ours is not showing up, so I'm not sure what's going on there.
Okay, let's see if we can look at settings here.
And when I go to the YouTube channel, there is no pending video.
I doubt it would go right away, but let me take a look. Video manager. There are no past broadcasts. Why the hell wouldn't there be?
Yeah, and that worried me a little bit, and because when I stopped the broadcast and I quickly switched over to the NAVSCAR Twitch, it said it wasn't broadcasting. So, but there was people watching it. So
no, I watched the whole race.
Oh, okay. So
must be a setting. You have you would have had the local copy, right?
I haven't looked. I only assume I do.
Cross your fingers. Settings.
It is there. I have a local copy, yes. That, and we're gonna have to work on the intros. It's a little clunky, I think, because I can't start the video. I can't click on video and bring up the intro. So like it would be odd if I started the video, then I start streaming. I actually was in the iRacing window, started the streaming, and then the video. So there's like a 2 to 5 second thing. So I mean, it's
so just all you have to do is make sure you're clicked on the video scene instead of the iRacing scene before you start the video.
Yeah, and then there's also at the very end, those guys aren't aware that I'm still doing the intro out, and they're talking all over it. So
I guess what you'd have to do in that situation is have your your volume mixer up and just lower the volume in TeamSpeak.
Yeah, that's one thing I didn't have up tonight. I didn't have any of the mixer open, so.
Archive broadcast. Automatically archive my broadcasts. Clicked. So next time it'll go.
Oh no. So I mean, that's kind of a bummer. But did it send it to YouTube? Because I mean, I just don't see it in YouTube either.
Well, I clicked to do it. Let me see here. It is clicked. It is enabled live. Maybe that export archives. Okay, so just do another quick stream of just the intro. Just do one now. But just do the intro and then shut it off so it's like 30 seconds.
All right, give me a sec.